from the city of the sun. You could have stayed, it's only over when the day is done. I never knew you was a runner, yeah. I mistook you for a son. It don't matter what we think when it's all over. 'Cause this is our last chance to leave it all behind. Raise your voice and raise your power, yeah. This is our last chance to leave it all behind. Raise your voice and raise your power, yeah.
Archie, is it fun?
Fun.
Fun.
After me. Ready? Happy?
Happy.
New?
New?
New.
Was wrong to say I wouldn't change a thing, 'cause in the story of our lives, the best of times through color glass, time moves on enough to let me move on past, but every little now and then it creeps on back to shape my smile.
Today is September 12, 2023. It is 1:35 a.m. This is video number 1. I probably will have 2 videos. Not probably. I will have 2 videos because I've already made the list. The first one, I have about 7 tweets to share with you. I might read 2 articles. If I don't finish read both of them, the links will be in the description. You guys could go check them out. And some of them I think I've already shared. One of them I know I've already shared on my community board. I'm not sure about the first one because I saw it earlier in the day, so I'm not sure if I put it on my community board already. So I will have 2 videos. One will be on this channel, PYTE, and the second one will be on Ppl Team Sussex, that will focus more about the debate that happened last night. Okay, with that being said, let's just look at the background. 3,970 subscribers. New subscribers, welcome. Estimate revenue, $36. There's no traction. The channel is getting worse. Leading up to the election, all of my channels are getting worse. As a matter of fact, our part of Pure Service have been demonetized completely. Okay, I challenged it, they demonetized it. They didn't even bother. I don't even think they bothered looking at the video. But anyway, so these are the numbers. Let's look at analytics. In the last 48 hours, 597 views. Okay, so let's just go on Twitter. This is why I said if you want to support my channel, I have PayPal, Cash App, and I've created membership. Some of you have already become a member. I appreciate that. All right, so let's get started. This is the first tweet. Okay, in an exclusive email to People, Harry says, "The best gift I've ever been giving is without a doubt my kids. I enjoy watching them grow every single day, and I love being their dad." And yet, British media think Harry will abandon his wife and kids to come follow William over. Alright, so I was looking at this caption. I thought it was, the screenshot. I thought it was completely different, but it says almost the same thing. Okay, people who's talking about them. I don't know, are these the Rangers, or I don't know what this is all about, but they're repeating almost the same thing. The quote from People magazine. So I don't know. There's no comment. It says there's one comment, but I don't see it. And these are extras. These are things. Oh, what is that? From Invictus. Alright, so this will be for another channel. Okay, so let's go to the next tweet. There's that. Again, they're focusing on what Harry had said to People magazine. Prince Harry says, "The best gift I've ever been giving is without a doubt my kids. I enjoy watching them grow every single day, and I love being their dad." Harry is happy with his life in Montecito, where he's raising his young family with his wife Meghan. Alright, so these are the comments. I'm gonna read them and then go into the article. "I love this for him. This is probably something he never heard or felt from his father. It's lovely he can have this warmth and love with his own family. This saves us from a whole catcher. Gave Harry the best gift that will definitely have come from a media on the sunken island." Okay, I don't know what this been. Did the tabloid talk about it? Let me not dwell on it. And this is an emoji and a heart. So I think I have this. Prince Harry. I think this is it. Yeah, this is that. So I'm gonna read that and see the full context of it. Prince Harry revealed the best gift he's ever received ahead of 40th birthday exclusive, plus how the Duke of Sussex plans to ring in his milestone birthday. Okay, it was written by Aaron Hill and Janine Henney, published September 11. Okay, can this get bigger? Yes, it can. Alright. Oh my god, the mouse is not stable. It keeps on moving the screen. Alright. As Prince Harry approaches his milestone 40th birthday on September 15, he's setting his sight on the future. After years of self-reflection chronicled in his best-selling memoir, Spare, the Duke of Sussex is focused on enjoying life with wife Meghan Markle and their children, Prince Archie 5 and Princess Lilibet 3. His work continues with his Archwell Foundation, the nonprofit he co-founded with Meghan, and a series of entertainment projects through the Netflix deal, including an upcoming documentary airing in December that centered on one of his greatest passions, polo. But above all, Prince Harry's priority remained fatherhood. In an exclusive email to People, Harry says, quote, "The best gift I've ever been giving is without a doubt my kids. I enjoy watching them grow every single day, and I love being their dad." Harry plans to celebrate his big day with Meghan and their children, followed by a gathering with close friends internationally. Though the Duke and Duchess of Sussex are raising Archie a little bit out of the spotlight, they have given glimpses into their children's personalities during their trip to Colombia. In August, Meghan connected with a kindergartner when she said the student was the same age as her son and voiced her pride on the Afro-descendant woman and power panel that Lily found her voice. The mouse is really annoying. It's not keeping the screen where I want it. Okay, let's continue. As Harry fights for increased security for their family of four, the echoes of the 1997 death of his mother, Princess Diana, and a high-speed car chase weighs heavily, particularly now that he is a parent. Quote, "Harry has been reluctant to show his children publicly, not out of a desire to hide them, but to protect their privacy and safety from potential threat. A friend previously told People he wants them to lead as normal a life as possible without the fear of kidnapping or harm." The friend added, "As a dad and husband, Harry is determined to ensure that history doesn't repeat itself." Yet, despite recent speculation, a return to royal duties is not on the horizon for Harry as he stepped into his 40s, with ongoing tension between him and his father, King Charles. The tension is what the tabloid is making, okay? Harry does his thing and he's moving on. Is the tabloid consistently stirring some BS? Wasn't not too long ago they saying he's coming back, the return or some crazy thing? So it's not Harry who's doing that. It's the people who's writing the headlines. Despite recent speculation, a return to royal duty is not on the horizon for Harry as he steps into his 40s, with ongoing tensions between him, his father, King Charles, and brother, Prince William. Harry is happy with his life in Montecito, California, where he's raising his young family with Meghan, 43, and continuing their shared work. His schedule also includes an upcoming visit to New York City later this month on behalf of several projects close to his heart, including the organization behind Princess Diana's Legacy Award. Okay, so that's that, right? Yeah, these are extra things. The link will be in the description for you guys. Okay, and I read the article, the comments. Let's go to the next tweet. And that little girl in Colombia who held Meghan's hand throughout is so cute. Oops, I'm trying to keep the screen at 100. All right, next tweet. Y'all need to check the water level of the River Thames, seems Prince Harry making it known that he provided his response to people for his birthday has the middleman on Troll Island boiling. They can't misquote him. The Ginger Avenger strikes again. That was that. There's no comment. Next. Oh my god. The mouse is getting in my nerve. I can't even keep the... I have two screens. One that has the thing on the other side, but it can't keep the screen steady. Okay, I have to talk to my husband in the morning. So I don't know if I shared this video because in one of my videos I think the Royal Rats was saying something about Meghan's book and Harry's book. My response to whatever they were saying about Harry's book and Meghan's book, and I was like, I didn't see any book, but I was going based on the pictures what was being shared at that time. I did not see any pictures of Spare or the bench. So with this tweet, which has a video, and there's the book, Meghan's book and Harry's book, so I have to apologize. I didn't see it at that time. Okay, so let's see this here. Harry and Meghan's book being displayed in Santa Barbara's Godmother's bookstore. We celebrate our hometown author as if they are our hometown heroes, because to us they are. They really found their community. All right, so this one is 18 seconds. There'll be screenshots.
Authors shelf when you first walk in, and I want it to be when you first walk in, so that authors who are local to the area know that this is their hometown bookstore, and we celebrate our hometown authors as if they were our hometown heroes, because to us they are. This is our local authors.
So there's a music in the background, so I'm probably gonna alter it slightly so YouTube don't give me any problem. And there will be a screenshot, obviously. So these are the books. There's Meghan, and this is Gwyneth Paltrow, I believe. Yeah, that's her name here. I don't know who the other one are. And this is Harry's book, Spare. All right, so that's that. Oh wow, she has a lot of books here. T.C. Boyle, women and all of that. Okay, so that's that. Some of the... Oh my god, the mouse is really bothering me. Happy about Prince Harry and Princess Meghan. What in the name? The mouse. Oh my god. Okay, wow. She is selling the Windsors and the trashy British tabloid. Finders, keepers, losers, weepers. Harry and Meghan and family have been warmly received by their community. They do not need to barely exist in a toxic environment. They are thriving outside of it. There's a thread that I came across where someone was... she's an immigrant. She let it be known. She live in the US and she live in, I think right now she's living in the UK for work purposes. And she was explaining the comparison between the two countries. How in the US they push you to be the best version of yourself. Meanwhile in the UK it's completely opposite. It seems like people don't like when you tell them the truth somehow. Okay, this is how I paraphrase it. I think I have it on the list, but it's too long. I don't think I'll be able to read it in this video, but this made me thought about it, because people are going through some stuff when they tell them the truth, they can handle it. Yet, and I guess Bojo sisters sort of summarize the UK system, where things needs to be in a form of entertainment kind of thing. Even despite they're going through some stuff themselves, the people, they're hungry, they have issues with shelter, rent, and all of this. But when somebody's trying to be nice to them or telling them the truth, they can't handle it. So the system in the UK have, how will I say that, where they mold them in a way where they accept their suffering. This kind of thing. I don't even think I explained it properly. But anyway, it's 2 tweets that sort of make reference to that, but there's one that's really long. I don't think I'll be sharing it. It probably will be on a video by itself when I do have time. Oh my god, the screen can't stay still. Alright, so that was this one. Okay, cue the stalker from the taxi British Press pilgriming to the bookstore to report on it. Okay, I love this. Our faith thriving within the community, 100%. There's a heart, desperate saddle. Okay, whatever. Let's go to the next one. And this one is another tweet making reference to Ppl magazine. I don't know if I have the link. Okay, so this one, I have no clue what this is about, but I saw it and I quickly put it on the list. And I think this was the one that I share on my community board. Yeah. Okay, Meghan effect. So she retweeted that. Let's go into Ppl magazine. Meghan Markle carries whimsical keychain with heartfelt message. See photo exclusive. Meghan out looking gorgeous as always. Oh my god, beautiful. Her hair gorgeous. I'm skipping a couple of them. I need the details on this hat. Somebody needs to reverse engineer the pattern for that blue sweater and tell me how fine the yarn has to be. My princess is out here looking good and living her best life. I love this for you, princess. I will comment on this, but what are you doing right now? I'm reading your tweet. I will comment on this, but I'll just get X again. But Harry, you being brainwashed. Okay. So what are you? I have to respond to that. Okay, I just respond to 2. Alright, I started reading hers where she said, I will comment on this, but I'll get X. And she goes on with her nonsense. And there's me here. You are commenting crazy. Alright, and this one says here, Harry and Meghan own all the magazine and newspapers around the world. That's why they're always on the front pages, and Bill and Kate Middleton are not. So there's me here. The power you people give Harry and Meghan is unbelievable. The authors know what brings them the money and the clicks. You mean to tell me that Harry and Meghan own all of these magazines, newspapers? Some of them Harry is suing, but okay, carry on with your narrative. The power of Meghan Markle and Prince Harry. Alright, so let's just black some of this nonsense. Alright, so that's that. Did somebody respond? Okay. So this is something, this is not on the list. I was curious to see who notified me with something. So I'm trying to avoid these people here. There's some pictures that they're throwing out there or whatever, people are talking about it. But this one I responded, sex toys wasn't a giveaway for anyone, like. Alright, so there's me here. Everyone has 6 toes, laughing my ass off. Everything is perfectly normal to people like that. Okay, so back to my list. Let's go to that. And I believe this has to do with fashion. Whatever Meghan had wore, this is what this is about. Yeah. And I post that on my community board. Absolutely love Meghan's outfit and the meaning behind the keying by Ania Henmarch, embossed with the word take what you need, a reminder to carry uplifting thoughts like love, patience, and smile. Alright, so what is this about? So this is what she wore. Is that the same sweater here? Okay, so there they are. These are for the fashion people. Okay, I don't know anything. So this is something about the keychain, her glasses. So you guys know more about these things than I do. Alright, so I'm just sharing them with you for those who are into fashion. I'm not into fashion. Okay, are there any comments? Oh my god, the mouse. Okay, the thing is, I'm really sorry I'm complaining in that video. We just bought a new mouse and it's not keeping the screen, oh my god, level or steady. It's really pissing me off. Alright, so there's this here. I think I went over it already. Trousers from 2023. Okay, so this is extra. The best gift I've ever been giving is without a doubt my kids. So this is making reference to Harry statement to Ppl magazine. This is from the docu-series, and this is what, 2 years ago or 3 years ago, Christmas picture, and there's that. Okay, so let's go to my last tweet. All right, that's not the thing I was making reference to, but it's almost related. This is someone who wrote something, make a summarization of something about Meghan. I think I posted on my community, but it was on my phone, so it probably was small. So let's get to that. This is from Rebecca. I try not to generalize, but after reading this person here, who's that? Anissa Bulshamik Kustura. Alright, so that's that. Okay, post on X, I couldn't help but reflect on how Meghan was treated in the UK. It makes me so happy. She's in her joy era. For anyone who wants another safe space to discuss this, I spoke about it on my Instagram too. Okay, so let's maybe this make reference. Let me see something. RNS. Let me see if it's the same tweet, because I saved the link, but I did not plan on reading it on this video. I'm gonna open another tab. Let me see if it's the same person. Okay, so Royal Suitor, I bookmarked Royal Suitor's tweet that made reference to the thread. I think it is very interesting. I think it is. This is the long thread that I said I don't think I'm gonna read it because I know it was long. It's a long thread. So this person, this is perfect. I didn't even know they were related. So this person summarized it, it seems like. Let's see here. Duchess of Sussex Wednesday thought, as a born and raised London girl and someone who shared bits of my life on Instagram stories, I always strive to avoid generalizing. However, after reading Anissa, that's the person name, okay? That's the this tweet, this person here. And it's a long thread. Okay, where is it? After there's this person name here, post on X, I can only help but reflect on how Meghan was portrayed during her time in the UK. The way she was treated was so darn wrong. It was character assassination. Her directness, ambition, and openness, which might have been celebrated elsewhere, were turned against her here. So to see the image released yesterday makes me so happy. She now has a happier life in America. She always was happy any place else. In Canada, she was happy. Never heard anything when she was in the US and everything like that. So it's the UK who has a problem. What happened is that the system in the UK, like in many other tweets that I come across, where the people are afraid of change, and the people who are benefiting from the system that they have right now don't want it to change. So when people come to make changes which will affect the people who are benefiting from the system, they don't want that. So this is pretty much what's going on. The structure of the UK, it's benefiting the powerful, the rich, and everything. So they do not want that change. But you could imagine, okay? But many of us are not that greedy. Each time I come to that mindset where, yeah, you could understand them, but many of us are not like them in terms of greedy. Many people are satisfied with what they have, and if they have extra, they don't mind giving it to others. But these people, they want to keep everything to themselves. And then when there's a change that's gonna happen, to at least share the wealth, they do not want that. So this is the problem with the UK. Okay, so let's continue. Her directness, ambition, and openness, which might have been celebrated elsewhere, were turned against her here. So to see the images released yesterday makes me so happy. She now has a happier life in America, her home. However, the way she was made out to be in the UK still stings. Thankfully, Meghan is in her joy era. Okay, so this is the person who did that long thread. Maybe I should read it and then put it on a video by itself. Alright. In other words, she's summarizing it. Let's see here. Okay, this person shares her experience of adjusting to life in the UK on X Twitter after moving from the US. Experience highlights a cultural clash that can further explain what Meghan faced in the UK, including racism and xenophobia. Just like Anissa, that's the person. Okay, Meghan's qualities, her directness, ambition, positivity, and go-getter attitude were likely perceived differently in the British context, contributing to her negative portrayal. The media's constant scrutiny and misrepresentation of Meghan as difficult or demanding stand in stark contrast to the person she is. If you follow her pre-royal, including Twitter, Suit, Instagram, or her blog, The Tig, it was clear that Meghan was always a positive, uplifting figure, full of warmth and enthusiasm. This is the thing I don't understand. Meghan was an open book. Meghan was an open book. Everything you wanted to know about her was on social media. This is a huge mistake the UK did by really character assassinating Meghan, because people who knew her, and this is how the squad sort of formed, because most of the squad knew of Meghan pre-royal. So she had a life. She was doing great thing. And then to go around to continue with their BS blueprint, character assassinate her, and then try to pay people to talk negatively of her. Many of them, like Simon Rex, were like, I don't want to get involved on this. I'm not going to speak ill of her, because so many people had already known Meghan prior. So it was a huge mistake the UK did, which pretty much revealed the type of people that they are. Alright, she wasn't putting on an act. She was authentically a happy, driven person who inspired others through her context. What this sentence made me remind me of is when Harry was leaving the UK to go meet Meghan and Archie in Canada, when he was giving his speech, I think after the Syndrome Summit. He said something like, people who know him well. I'll put the part what I'm making reference to.
I also know that you've come to know me well enough over all these years to trust that the woman I chose as my wife upholds the same values as I do. And she does. And she's the same woman I fell in love with.
That he knows that he's making the right decision. Okay, so that's what this reminds me. Unfortunate, because the way the media made people perceive Meghan, and thank God Harry had his head on his shoulder. He knew what he had in front of him, and plus Harry understands the system in the UK, so they couldn't fool him. So he was like, nah, I'm gonna go with her. You guys are you want me to make a mistake, but I'm not gonna leave her. Alright. Unfortunately, in the UK, these same qualities were weaponized against her by the media and palace, feeding into a false narrative that was completely at odds with her true character. Never forget, Meghan was subjected to a bogus bullying investigation with the bully. That's why they didn't make it public, because if it was to their benefit, their meaning the institution, the firm, that would have been screaming on top of the world. We will never stop hearing about it. Alright, bogus bullying investigation, something no other royal family member has faced, which I find very hard to believe when Charles and Andrew exist. This investigation was only announced in the days leading up to her interview, clearly aimed at discrediting her experiences. Friends, acquaintances, cast and crew and shows, movies she worked on came out to defend her, thankfully. Yeah, this is very good. So pretty much in the next video, I think now that she summarized it, now that I read this, the next video I think I'll read this for you guys. Okay, I'll read that. And I read some of the comments, like saying the person, this person, Anissa, I'm just gonna call her Anissa, okay? They were telling her, go back home, go do this, go do that, you don't have to stay here. Meanwhile, the key point here, this is why I don't think the UK will change, because many of the people who are allowing the system to continue, okay, when people are giving them, you know, pointing out the thing that will make their life better, instead, guess what? They team up with the people who are benefiting from the system to kick the people who's giving them the warning out of there. So it will take, I don't know what will take to make the people see what's going on. Or then again, when you think about it as well, knowing what I know now, it could easily be the multiple accounts, the bots that are, you know, saying, get the hell out of here. Don't talk to these people. Don't shed light to the recycle system we have here. It could easily be that as well. Okay, so in the next video, I probably will read that. So I'm back to this again. So she put another screenshot. All right, so I'm back to this. That's what I mean, I'm back to this, because it's two tabs that I have open here on X. Okay, I totally agree. Meghan mentioned this on her podcast with Serena, how she didn't know ambition was a negative until she was in the UK. A prime example in the Netflix doc series, when Meghan said after her and Harry's first date, she called him later that night and said, hey, I'm leaving in a few days, do you want to meet up? And Harry said that was very forward and American. Even Harry was taken back by Meghan's directness. In the real world, very true. Very true. I just love when the squad, you know, brainy people making reference of things. That is very true. I remember hearing Harry saying that. In the real world, say what you mean what you say. All right. This is another comment she took screenshot of. My partner is a Brit, and we will be visiting his family next week for a proper fortnight. I am all things American, Californian, and having worked with Brits too in the past, I understand with great empathy your thought on these subjects. Perhaps it's why I have defended Meghan and the unfair treatment she has received by the press, as it was a familiar slight felt by her mother-in-law Diana. I hate tabloid with the power of 1,000 suns, so hoping more people like me ignore their purpose and send them to the dustbin of history and bottom of bird cages. As for the British citizenry, they are changing too. That's what I mean with the bats. Yeah, it could not even, the bats are talking as if they are talking for the Brits. That sort of remind me when Trump was saying something in the debate that all Americans wanted the Roe versus Wade kind of thing, and Kamala Harris stepped in and said no, and it gives certain example where a woman was bleeding in the parking lot. Doctors refused to do procedures because they don't want to go to jail, and saying no, they didn't want that, the husband didn't want that, this kind of thing. So that's what this remind me of. Let's see here. So hoping more people like me ignore their purpose and send them to the dustbin of history and bottoms of bird cages. For the British citizenry, they are changing too, so time will tell if their manner and optimism changes in any way in the near future. I'll be the loud, opinionated middle-aged female from America who is steadfast in being more of myself than ever. Okay, so this is another response she takes screenshot of. Can relate with what Anissa has experienced. My British family has issue with our American family, especially the females. We are too ambitious, independent, and outspoken. Just to name a few description, when we were visited UK, we learned to keep our opinion to ourselves just to keep the peace. However, when the British family visit US, we are encouraging them and telling them it's okay to have a voice. So when I see or hear a female British being her true self, yes, there are some, but should be more. I am very interesting. Very interesting. Now that you know about this, I guess part 2 of this video, I'm gonna read the link, the thread. Oh my god, it's gonna be huge for me to edit. Oh my god, and my screen is giving me a problem. Okay, thank you. There's the heart. We should correct it to the English. It's the English who are the problem. All right, so that's that. Okay, so I'm done. That's all I have for this video, and I'm gonna do part 2 of this where I read that. I was trying to avoid it because it's a long thread. All right, so please take a moment to subscribe, like, and share. If you want to support this channel, there's a PayPal link and a Cash App link in the description. You could donate. Those who have donated, thank you. All right, so that is it. Stay tuned for part 2.